Sorry, that was harsh. Making fun of your guffaw for no reason.
Oh, I need to unfriend my... I can't talk about it online.
Okay. There's a dead body on the boardwalk which needs to be called in. Call Jamrock Public Library. Oh my god, I forgot how many stuff I have to do. Help Waver start a nightclub. This is not important to the investigation. I'm actually going to go back to the village and canvass the drunks because I'll have more free. I'll have free time to do this stuff. While I'm with Kim Kitsuragi, I should actually focus on what matters.
Being racist.
Yeah.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Feld Electrical.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow was just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
I could just keep repeating tomorrow is just a whisper away. No, I won't do that. He already thinks I'm nuts enough as it is, to be honest. Oh, money! From the floor money. Oh my god! More floor money. Kim, I'm losing it.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right?
Oh, what?
I was just telling my son
knows?
about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
I wish I was Steven Seagal.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hands on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book. Oh.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting
Really?
landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why? Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money? What's so fascinating
yum.
about an empty building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes, springtime sun warming his handsome face. Oh, call him handsome. It makes me...
What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy
I never heard of
undergrowth
Felt
has
Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
I'm gonna replace Aloy's lines in Zero Dawn with other Ashley Birch roles. So like she's talking like Max from
They started out as a
Life
midway
is Strange.
electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries
Oh my
ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era.
I'm not getting I don't know what's going on with my audio.
Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
Okay, what was that, Ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution, revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer. Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
No, tell me. What?
The revolution!
The revolution. It stopped progress. Progress. I love progress.
Progress.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. the revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management.
What did the
Feld built
revolutionaries
this
do
side of
with
town
the
for R&D.
advanced computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious
Decret de
example
Mars.
being Le Decret de Mars.
Le Decret de Mars.
What's the
What was
Mars
that?
Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in Worms to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
So they built. So you're saying Feld Electrical built the boardwalk?
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
The lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon, as picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was
Okay, this is
nothing
a
but
waste of
reeds
conversation.
before
To be
Feld
honest,
arrived.
as nice as it is
They
to
had
talk
to
to,
make
I
it,
really
but of
need
course.
to solve a murder.
What else?
Thank you for all your interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
I like these two, Trent
Pick
Hiddleston.
your brain. If anything,
Yeah.
this was rather one-sided.
Was he?
He did the
testing me?
talking. Whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking you did most of the talking there, buddy. Not that I mind, as I'm a detective, I'm kind of used to that. Oh, I found them. You must be the cryptozoologists.
Here we go.
Yes,
Nice and easy.
I found them,
No way
Albert.
out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground.
Oh yeah, talk
in
to the
which
guy that's with
man
them.
is arranging some netting.
I think it's,
It
well, the
looks
husband's
like
called
some
Gary,
kind
so I
of
think I'm talking
trap.
to the other one.
He notices you.
Let's see.
Who's there?
Wait, who are you talking
the
to?
police.
Talking to Morel.
Hello, officers.
Hello.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements
No,
unbearable.
Morel is the
He looks like your
cryptozoologist.
understanding
Oh,
of a
okay.
scientist.
Is that the police?
The
Why
Gary
are
the
the police
crypto
here?
fascist? Oh my god.
He's here. He's the legendary third racist.
Oh, he's the third racist. You told me. I was looking for him all this time. Oh my god, look, he's got the Revacholian flag behind him. Is this the guy who owned all those cunty mugs?
Possibly.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
G'day, mate.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you. She's waiting for you to get back. The water lock just opened again.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock.
Oh, the water lock's...
labyrinth of streets underneath it.
The water
makes
lock's
it
fixed.
difficult
It was
to
fine when I
pass.
crossed it.
Not
Oh, good. We should
I don't know why it
get
closed.
back.
It's not
Gary
my
the
Gary
crypto
could use a hot
fascist.
shower and a warm
I need to
beer.
talk to Gary the crypto fascist.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Got it.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
What's this phasmid you're looking for?
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is
I love
why
this
we've
game
been
tricks you by
knee-deep in the
wasting your time
reeds
with like
laying
questions that
traps
don't
for
matter.
it.
I know, it's great.
What have you
Don't
discovered so
matter,
far?
or
Very little, I'm sorry
by
to say.
don't matter, you mean essential.
No one's ever captured a specimen.
It's
So
all
our
essential. You need to tell me
information is
everything
based
about
on
this
first
phasmid.
and third-hand accounts.
It's so crucial to the investigation. You have no clue. I spent fucking 2 hours just debating rock with some stupid German. So no one's ever found one.
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity,
I love shitty movie
there's no
details.
proof of
Hmm.
its
In order
existence.
to,
How
in
do you
order
know
to
it's
play the
real?
role of an angry and mentally depressed Bruce Wayne in The Batman, Robert Pattinson simply lived in England.
There's another joke I saw that's like, in order to make Gotham look shitty and convey how bad it was, they filmed the Batman in Glasgow.
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
What makes you think it's here in Martinaise?
There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian phasmid to an uncanny degree. It's the first credible sighting in several
A
decades.
pair of teenagers, huh?
Admittedly,
I hope one of them
it's
wasn't
an
Kuno.
unusual location for this species.
You know.
But with
Oh, wait,
all
no,
the
he's
sewage
12
and
though.
Oh,
stuff
God,
free,
I fucking care.
it probably doesn't matter
Kuno
much
doesn't
anymore.
give a fucking shit about no fucking phasm or whatever. Skill point. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
Good.
Maybe the phasma died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce
Females
viable
reproducing
eggs.
without males.
This
A
makes it
travesty.
easier for a species with a small population to survive.
That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid
You're
is a
pretty
very
good.
clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
Why not just be a zoologist then?
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
I mean, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do.
My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
Has it?
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
So, it's kind of like living out your childhood dream.
It's not child's play, just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
What kind of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts.
I made it the
Like the
fuck up.
one that brought us here. To look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
Do you think scientists ought to listen more to ordinary people?
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real
You know,
research.
big respect to this guy.
And certainly not the truth.
I respect him.
They're
I
a
don't
cowardly lot.
think his field is real,
Both
but
the field and basement archives can be dangerous places.
thanks for that.
Yes?
I'll get going for now. I've got no time to dilly-dally. I need to talk to the mystical third racist. Look at the tank traps. There's war everywhere all over this fucking place.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer?
Who introduces themselves like, hello, I'm Gary?
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Oh! Oh, you not just say that.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his
He is a
notebook.
crypto-fascist.
It's not hiding it very well.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel
No one
to
said
finish
he
up
was
with his
good at it.
insect traps so we can return to civilization.
I'm more of a city boy too, yeah.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly
You
drunks
drunks
and
and
degenerates
degenerates.
that come here.
Degenerates, this man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh,
I'm
I've been
perfect.
tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K, unlike other.
Did you say Revocol? That's wrong.
I like to pronounce it the hard way.
My
The
computer's not being
old way.
too loud
The
right now.
Vespertine
Vespertine
way.
way.
I'm gonna play some Dragon Ages.
Hell yeah.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd.
Why do you say
It's a
Revocol? It's
secret
Revachol.
right. A very fringe nationalist
River.
handshake, probably.
Oh, it's a, he's using a, whatchamacallit, a dog whistle. Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the Whirling-In-Rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know.
So this is
something
the guy
about
that Evrar had me open the door to his house, right? As far as I can tell. So, in retrospect, I'm kind of okay intimidating him because he literally opened by addressing my partner as Yellow Man.
No, no. Nothing.
How dare you talk that
He
way
was
to kids
some kind
already.
of
I ought
mercenary.
to kick your ass.
But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
You a cryptozoologist too.
No, no. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
Why were you surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi?
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Right.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Yes. Our lucky racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
The lieutenant is a native of Evershore.
Oh, yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here, if you can remember it.
Thank you for your cooperations. You cunt. Oh, I love the music in this game. So good. Ooh, money.
Oh, you love the music. Why don't you marry it?
Wow, you love music. Kind of mainstream, don't you think?
Okay, Pat, settle down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he doesn't like.
Remember where he said how all music is terrible?
Yeah, he only listens to real music,
What-
like anime openings and video game OSTs.
Which is like total. You know, you know he's full of shit.
I know he's doing it to wind everyone up, but he's.
Yeah. Don't know anyone who enjoys being wrong in the world.
He enjoys being wrong, like to a violent degree, almost to a sadist degree, I might even say. Oh, I bet visual calculus could be strong. That's a lot of bullet holes. That's an
Scattering of
execution
bullet
amount
holes
of
is
bullet
spread
holes.
across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency
The average
Martinez
bullet hole
sense,
rate of Martinet.
grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully
Automatic
automatic
fire.
rifle fire. Something you don't see
Why
these
don't you
days.
see fully automatic weapons anymore?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
I think I have something that increases my visual visual calculus. Although I mean,
Visual autism.
it's already 83%. I could. What? There we go. Off the shades.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall. A row of ghostly shades.
Oh,
stand
yeah,
facing
I guessed
the wall.
right.
There are many of them, a dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing
The
squad flap slowly in
Revacholians
the
or
breeze.
Coalition?
A
That's the
single
question.
person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence.
That is a hell of a image that's been superimposed onto what I'm seeing.
A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round,
Yeah, I know what
where
a
only
conscience
one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations,
Yeah.
as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Now that's some
Comrades.
irony.
The forsaken, the wretched, who
As soon as
tried
my
to
game
rise
started
against
up,
the
my
horrors of
computer
the
got
world.
quieter.
It's jealous.
It's taking the hint that I'm not going to give up. I'm like, okay, you can play your game.
7 men
I'll be
in
quiet. I
combat
swear.
uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which
Yeah, that's
one?
my question. Which faction were these soldiers?
The commandant,
Man,
the one who gives
I'm
the
very
order.
eager to see what
Machine
they do
gun
with
fire
Dragon Age
crackling
4.
through the air. The lights of the
I'm
muzzle
very eager for
flashes
Dragon Age 4
dancing
too.
on his face.
It looks like it's going to be really good from what I've heard. Kim, who was in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War.
Oh
Or
shit.
it could have been the communists.
coalition
put to
executed
death
the
during the
communists?
last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent
That's not very
Heidelstein said
moralist.
about Veld.
What if there was the Feld personnel who, when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries,
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe
coalition forces? Could have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall.
The liberals.
To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, It was the commandant, the superior, giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
That was a depressing discovery. Not much as fun. Not as much fun as Gary. Gary the racist. God, I'm just the fact that I keep picking up so much change. People. 2 to logic, -1 to perception. Maybe Trent could tell me more about the execution. Although might be a bit too much to hear for his kids' ears.
Hello again.
Want to talk about the Feld building again?
Sure. What's on your mind?
What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys.
Oh.
I ate them.
But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here.
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were bourgeois.
Oh God, I could tell the kid that they deserved it because they were bourgeois. Tape computers, right?
Tape
That's
computers.
true.
So,
But of course.
I could tell them that the rich people, that the engineers deserved it for 4 XP bonus. Or I could not scar a child for life in front of his dad. I'm gonna not scar the child for life.
You should, though.
Yeah, he needs to know that my politics are smarter than his dad's politics.
My politics can beat up your politics.
For sure, for real, no doubt. Bet. No cap.
Oh. One of my mods corrupted.
Oh, you have mods on yet?
The
Yeah.
shitty hit.
To be honest,
so
I would
you're
definitely
talking
put mods on.
associates, right?
I wasn't going
Are you
to
gonna
put up
help
with
us?
the shitty
Great.
vanilla
Let us know
hairstyles.
if there's any
in
progress.
Inquis-
It's supposed
Inquisition
to become
has the
like
worst
a club,
hairstyles.
except that, you know,
So I was
anodic,
absolutely going
cathodic
to do that at least.
music that's made with electronic
And I don't want to wear those
instruments.
weird pajamas in
Yeah.
Skyhold.
Synthesizers and go ahead. My associates, I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean?
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on.
To the cops.
About yourself?
Me, I'm a silver bird.
Ah, okay.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but... My associates, sorry,
To the cops.
don't know what makes you...
Maybe if I got to win from the cold because of friends being cunty. I've got to find a different word than cunty, but it's such a good way to describe people being dicks.
That's true.
It's a hard phrase to be.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
My logic isn't smart enough for these mega Germans. Okay, I checked out the church for you.
And? What happened?
There's a being climbing on the beings. A man living on the ceiling. I guess you were right about spookers or whatever.
Oh man, the crab man you mean? Who is he? What did you think?
He seemed pretty cool actually. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Preaching and praying.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem? Yeah. Noid is right. Let's get back to the point.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub anyway. He said it was chill.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I don't think he really cares.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's
I
clothes?
didn't see her, just
Did
the
you see her?
machines.
But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her.
You said ecclesiates own the church? Who are they?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Humor me, Andre. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
Ah, good.
Yes?
I'm not
As
gonna get a
always,
3%
we'll
more.
be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Yeah. Okay, well I helped them out with the South American living on the walls, who is actually very cool and I like him. I wish there was a South American creature living on my wall. He'd be great for advice. Think about it. You just yell into the walls and he would give you like such great advice and you're like, thank you. And it basically means your house is a built-in confessional, even when you don't want it to be. Ooh, money.
Money, money,
Money, money, money.
So, I learned today that Triple H was having
The
big
remaining windows
health
rattle from a
issues,
strong
like
gust of wind. They're covered
he
in a
thought he
thick
was
layer
actually
of
going to
grime.
die,
Oh shit.
They must have been
Yeah.
like this for 40 years.
and he announced his retirement from wrestling for good. Like,
That's, I mean, fair enough. He's quite old.
yeah,
End of an era though, seriously.
yeah. He was working
Dripping
mostly
water
behind the
falls from
scenes.
a high place.
Yeah, he
So
was. He was
for
like kind of
years
basically
now,
The
he was-
shadow of their
general
clothes and
manager.
staircase.
Like, he's the brainchild behind NXT.
Yeah.
There's rust
is really
and
good,
corrosion
actually.
on
Fuck
the
that with the
bars.
It's
They're
yeah.
foaming with it.
Everyone
And a
says
small
that's
layer of
better
white
than
salt
the
from the
main
sea.
shows at this
I think
point.
like what New Day Rocks is the NXT product, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's-
like actually the only one I know. So there you go.
Well,
big one.
From what I've gathered, all the actual talent starts at NXT. Like,
yeah, it's good.
they're giving the good talent pushes down there, unlike,
No,
on
I
SmackDown
won't
or Raw,
even
it's
try.
Brock Lesnar just
you know,
winning all the time.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
There's actually something on the rooftop. Like, do you see it, Albert? Look,
What?
look, there's a doorway, so I could get into the building somehow. But I don't know
Maybe
how.
you could.
I don't know how. There's a stairwell. But, I don't know. It's not important to the thing. I need to forge some signatures so they don't gentrify the area. No. There, Evra, I thought he was a good, honest union man, but no, he's a Tony Blair. A no good for nothing Tony Blair. The kind of person that makes J.K. Rowling say, actually, I guess I will vote for Labour this one.
It's really weird hearing Putin talk about
Yeah.
cancel
This
culture.
cancel culture like Harry Potter.
Because it turns out he's a big Harry Potter fan or something.
Apparently he's a Harry Potter fan. Who knew?
I can't wait for my transphobic game to come out. I gave it more thought. I looked at the game and I go, this looks cool, but then like, it's even if it's good, it's still gonna have everything that made me drop off the Harry Potter. The terrible writing and the
yeah, I was just about to say like the
racist, like
the anti-Semitic goblin Jews.
Yeah, or I can't. I wonder if I choose darker skin tone, will I even be allowed to pick my character's name, or will I be forced?
Yeah, you'll be
to
called a Nignog Wibblebum or something.
Yeah.
Which is just a random name, picked at random. J.K. Rowling doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
oh, Almbic, I found my brothers, the drunks.
Good.
The soldiers of Allah. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, every time when I was looking at the Harry Potter game, I thought to myself, that looks really good. And then they started like fighting with wands, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is stupid. Like, unironically, there's nothing more unappealing to me than a combat system based on flicking a fucking stick. Am I supposed to get hyped for that? It always looked bad, even when it was like the last movies and they tried to make like Modern Warfare Harry Potter games. Remember? Remember the like fucking, what was the last Harry Potter movie to come out?
Man, my brain's not working.
I remember. Death.
I used to be the biggest fan.
Yeah.
I thought those books were amazing, and then I started. I must have been blind as fuck because
you reread them and you were like, oh my god.
It's like the stuff is there and it's so blatant. Like you can't. She's less subtle than a freight train crashing into a mall.
It's just to me like to me it's kind of a case of like I don't know. I read the first book and I just bounced off it. It's just very boring. Like the entire world is just weird because it's like being permanently stuck in high school, and it's just like I have no fond memory of that. The characters aren't. I actually think it was a good point that someone made. It's like Harry Potter is actually a really bad character to frame the story around because he's the outsider to this wizarding world, but he just accepts all of it. Like there's no questioning of it. There's no like introspection on how the world works. There's no like.
He might as well be a mute protagonist.
Yeah, it's like there's no curiosity from him. Like if anything, like Hermione should have been the protagonist.
Hermione and Ron and everybody else really they do more than he does.
And then it's like Hermione is seen as like this weirdo for like being more progressive thinking on stuff like oh they shouldn't like the elves shouldn't be slaves and isn't like all the stuff of like calling people who are only like half wizards and mudbloods is a bit kind of creepy and weird. And it's just
that's the thing.
And then Harry Potter just ignores that, and I'm like, wow, what a fucking asshole, doesn't stick up for their friend. Like, you read it and you're like, man, Harry Potter's a dick, holy shit.
Actually, no, to be fair, he actually did try to curse on Malfoy when he called her, and, wait, no, that was wrong, never mind.
Oh, okay, good, I thought, wait a minute.
Harry didn't know what that meant at the time.
And then he just said, oh, it's not my fight because I'm a pure Aryan wizard.
No, I mean the series has a lot of flaws, but his loyalty to Hermione.
I know, I'm just kidding because he's just very passive, and I don't like him as a protagonist. I like my protagonist to be active and curious.
Yeah.
Don't you call her? Yeah.
It really would have been better if Hermione was.
I'll call whoever I want. Don't tell me what to do. Who's Abigail?
Abigail.
She's a weirdo for wanting
to get anything
save
out of
the
this guy.
slaves.
He's too drunk.
Don't call Abigail. Hey, tequila.
He called me tequila. Al Mickey called me the hard-boiled detective. A 30-something man clad in a two-piece liquor trademark track. So he puts down his pills and extends his hand in
Good to
greeting.
see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
Tequila.
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
Well, people tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
Yeah.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
So what's a Tequila Sunset?
It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
I'm Tequila Sunset?
We've met before.
No, you sure don't.
Maybe?
Maybe. You
Tequila
look
these
like
nuts.
you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be.
Sure.
You look... Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Was I alone?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
I'm sorry.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer.
What's funny?
And that it would be really fucked
When I
up
first
if you
read the
shot yourself in the
Harry
head
Potter
right
books,
in front of them.
I thought her name
That's
was
pretty high
pronounced Hermione.
concept, if you ask me.
Hermione. I mean, that would actually make sense. Like, it's like Des Moines or something.
Well, I used to think Chris Benoit was Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. No, I actually didn't have trouble pronouncing Benoit, but, you know, my country's closer to France, so that probably was one of the reasons that was. Like, it's like when you see that name, it's like, oh, he's from, like, Quebec. That's, like, France, so you figure it out even when you're young.
Yeah.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were
The
getting
Union
our
of
drink
Moribund
on.
Alcoholics. Hell
Nothing
yeah.
remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage
I wanna
revving
form this
up
union.
somewhere on the plaza,
But I'd be
followed by
me
a
and Gabe
series
would be
of
the only
dings
members.
and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion.
Biggest regret I
We
ever
heard the
had
carriage careening towards the
in the
coast
Eve of the
at
Dragon
top
Age
speed.
games was romancing Sarah.
Oh god, why did you do that?
I don't know.
I kicked her out of the party. She's the first character I've ever kicked out of the party in a BioWare game.
I don't understand her.
She annoys the hell out of me. Like, she just doesn't take anything seriously. She's really bubbly. She gets angry at everything I do if I act as like a... If I do any kind of leadership activity whatsoever, like even if I'm just ordering someone to do something that's in their interest, she gets mad at me because I shouldn't tell people what to do, and it's like... Oh, go away.
Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our
My
brewskis
problem
and
is,
rushed
I
to the
just
jetty.
don't understand a
Never
fucking thing
underestimate
she's
the
talking
speed
about.
of an alcoholic.
Yeah, she talks in that weird bubbly, like... She's like a weird kid speak almost. She talks like she's like 15 and it's really annoying. It's creepy actually, because she's kind of not 15.
I'm like, I half expect Chris Hansen to appear because of
Yeah, if you romance it,
her.
it's creepy. You know what I mean? It's like I was thinking, like, man,
Like,
I wouldn't want to romance.
Am I your babysitter? Is that why you're here?
Yeah, it's creepy. Genuinely creepy.
What we saw was a sight to behold.
There's this moment
a beat-up police carriage
when she
containing
first
the
arrives
Right there on the beach.
at
You
the
revved the
camp,
engine and screamed at the top of your
and
lungs.
Yeah.
she's like complaining about elves. Like she like does she hate other elves?
I think
That's
she
the-
hates like high and snooty like elves, but I don't know, because Dragon Age aren't elves like oppressed, so it's like why is she? I don't know.
was
It's weird.
like I'm playing an elf right now, and the vibe I'm getting is that she hates me because I'm an elf.
Damn, that's mean.
I'm playing an elf who believes in the elf gods, and she disapproves because I asked
yeah.
her, "Do you not believe in the elf gods?" Like,
Like just even asking her offended. Yeah, she gets very easily offended too, like more than any other characters. Most of the characters in the Dragon Age Inquisition I quite like, so it was very frustrating.
yeah,
The time hath
BioWare
come.
games always have
So,
great cast
naturally,
of
being the curious
characters.
cat I am, I
Sarah
asked
is
what
probably the
time
worst.
hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Every word I said was true. Tequila Sunset will break the looms of reality. Oh my god. I can't wait to play this game again as like a maniac drunk. Dragon Age Inquisition, the writer who did Sarah did PB in Mass Effect Andromeda, and you can tell.
Oh my god, PB is the same character.
Yeah. I was like, why don't I like
Did it-
PB?
As
Oh,
soon as you said that, I'm like, oh,
it all clicks into
I
place,
forgot
right?
about her.
Oh god, what happened next? What happened after?
At least I can understand PB.
Yeah, PB's much more tolerable, even though it's not good.
She can be annoying, but like
The
she
reality contracted.
has more going for her than
Jammed the pedal,
like
plowed right up
annoyed
the
at
jetty and through the
people
ice.
for being snooty or whatever.
Yeah.
She wants to learn about the Andromeda system.
That's respectable. That's an understandable thing.
Yeah.
Your hands cramp. on
She
the
figured
steering.
out the
We ran towards the ice
remnants.
whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit.
I was like covered in shit
Like some
if I
kind
fell
of
in the ocean.
sea monster.
The ocean full of shit.
When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying.
Honestly,
You
it's
said
hard
that
to
your
play a
badge and
BioWare
uniform
game
were
when
in the
I'm
car.
talking to somebody.
It was too late to get in there, though.
Half
The
trying to
carriage
listen.
had sunk too deep.
You know, it's ironic because I'm in the same boat because I'm also playing a talkie game.
Elysium,
Oh
you
yeah,
and
it's
your
just
motor
Elysium
carriage
is
have a
Yeah.
lot in common.
it's just nothing but dialogue.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally
It's alright. I'm only gonna
agreed
play
to.
for 2 hours. We can catch up after if you want.
I can, yeah.
Okay, well,
Oh.
Of course I agreed to party.
We asked about the whole Tequila
I
Sunset
don't.
thing, and you told
Oh.
us it was your name now, and insisted that
The
we
rules
all
of
call
consent.
you that
Have you
from then
forgotten?
on.
Obi-Wan didn't agree to this. I love that so much. I can say it. I can say it.
I
I
don't.
didn't.
I don't. Wait, is Tequila Sunset an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think
I
you
was thinking
were
of
the
Sunset
event.
Overdrive. That's a game.
Tequila Sunset.
That's an alright game.
You know, as opposed to
I
a
can't get to
Tequila
work.
Sunrise,
Perfectly alright.
which is long gone.
My real name's Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, You got belligerent and wanted to
Is
talk
Almavik
about
still alive?
Yeah, I am.
women.
Okay.
How they're
Very
beautiful
quiet.
and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct.
You must be proud to work
You
with
must
someone
be
as drunk
proud
as
to
me.
work with him.
If you only knew.
Who's the person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess,
I
I'd
like Kitty
say
being spoiled.
you're still
It's chill.
working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said
I lost
something
hope,
about
huh?
your hope or heart or something. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage
Come back
too.
to this.
That's
What
a
about my
big one.
colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers
Whose
whose
main
main
interest
interest
was cramping my
was
style.
cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics.
Yeah, the more I think
It
about
was
it,
more
like,
about you that night.
there's no
You
excuse for
were the
Sarah
star
when
of
this
the
game
show.
has Varric in it.
Yeah, Varrica's like Sarah but cool.
Top tier.
Like Varrica's a chill. I care about the masses of people. I don't take anything too seriously way. But he actually like when something's like the chips are down, he still gets it. That's the big deal with
Yeah.
it. Sarah
Yeah.
just seems like she's on a different planet of reality, and that's a big problem.
Varric takes things seriously.
Yeah.
He just uses humor to deal with
To
it.
soften the situation, that actually matters. Sarah just like unironically comes up with stupid solutions to problems because she thinks it's funny, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time.
Mm-hmm.
And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Oh?
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Kitsurogi, you don't need
It's not meant as a joke.
tongue.
He's
Oh.
sorry for the hermit cop.
You're sorry for me. Oh. We'll talk about politics.
Yeah, you
I'll
kept
play
talking about how
for a
the
while.
coal mine owners were fucking us all over. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
What kind of cop did you think I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop.
Oh wow,
and for
he's
the
reflecting
damage
my
you've inflicted on
my
everyone
traits,
around
isn't he?
you.
Almvik.
You also
Yeah.
kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid,
Like, he's
stupid,
nuts.
stupid."
I want to hear any more.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
What do you guys do?
We are
Yeah, I'll play
saving
some
the
Elden Ring for a
world.
while.
Please. Please don't go.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, so now it's a pirate's life for me.
Senior.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Thank you. I like that name.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool.
So cool.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Superstar and law official don't go together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect.
Rockstar
Like
politician
rockstar
and drug
politician.
addict teacher.
And drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
Oh, no superstar.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge
Salam
disco
Rocky
cop.
bye.
Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Fuck off. I'm playing those boring cats ever. I'm just aggressively
Good to see
anti
you,
being
friend.
not boring.
Do I have deals set up for you, buddy
That's like
boy?
my strongest personality trait is telling cool things in my life to fuck off because I don't want to do it. Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
I'll take a pack of smokes.
My kind of guy. Here you go, friend.
Why the hell does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift.
A litre
Got it
of
from a bit
bluish
of a
liquid.
business venture.
No one's gonna buy spirits for 300 real. That's just crazy.
You know what's crazy, actually?
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What? What's crazy?
What?
Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? What did you think was crazy earlier?
This guy.
Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits.
Really?
The good stuff. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure.
I'm
5
fighting
lemons
those
with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
Harry
Sounds
Potter
dangerous.
goblins.
It
again.
was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Assholes.
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now,
I
used to
quit out of
teach high
Dragon
school
Age and now my
biology.
computer's
I
louder.
know what
This is
doctors
weird.
That is weird.
deserve dead for you.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a motherboard thing. Like maybe it's set wrong. Like the fans are like actually going lower when you play a game. I don't know.
I don't.
I
Yeah.
have no clue. That's very baffling.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful blue
98% alcohol.
98.7%. All 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
My friend's like, wait, don't mention that it was 300 real. Can I smell it?
Yeah. Be careful. It's extremely flammable.
Feels like someone set
Wow,
a
that was a
mustard
long stagger
field
on that guy.
ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear
God.
gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
So, what's the deal, friend?
Yes, I will
3
take.
real and it...
Well done. You got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes
I will take
sense now.
the blue medicinal spirit for free.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
You don't know
Son,
when it might come in
You
handy.
will not kill yourself with this. Not
Oh,
today.
God, I've actually
So
forgotten
we're
how
going to
play
store
Elden
this
Ring.
as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Why would I tip the shopkeep? I already bought the good from you. What an idiot. Anyway, you need to sign my note.
Tequila sunset.
Validate my
Whoop-de-doo.
parking, please.
So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not?
Tell me
Better
how you
than a
became
beach bum.
Idiot Doom Spiral.
It depends, really.
You might get scammed here.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral?
Sure, Commodore
A
Red.
bottle. Classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that? Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual
I know your name is George.
But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Hello, I am Bomber guy, and I'm here to tell you why.
Shields are gay. Stop using shield.
Now.
Weapon durability. Losing weapon durability when your weapon hits a wall is good. Game design.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Go on.
I used the
was
profits
a
from
bug,
my agency to
H-Bomber
finance
guy.
what
Bug,
I
you
call
moron.
a cultural incubator.
Yeah, it was good, isn't it?
Abstract value
I like how A was a
generation,
bug,
value per person,
And B,
high
he mentions,
concept
I remember,
stuff.
doesn't he distinctly mention in that review that, like, oh, one of the great parts about Dark Souls 2 is how you have to, is when enemies spammed at you, it actually encourages you to manipulate the environment. And I think to myself, that's actively not true because the game punishes you and damages your sword as a bug. and enemies can clip through and attack you through each other. I know this because I lured out the elite soldiers in the Lost Bastille onto that like single hallway, right? Thinking, oh, I'll just kill them one by one on here. No, they can clip through each other and attack you with their spears, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So he's just either making stuff up, or he did it once and he thought it was like really smart.
I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm,
Pat school of being
but the
wrong,
burden
Yeah.
of leadership weighed heavily on me.
But a much more powerful
So I went
school.
jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
How many people did you have working
22
for you?
full-time
22, wow.
employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
I could probably use a good one myself.
It helped, truly. With my trusty Sansariq Lycra tracksuit. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
Perhaps.
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your
Oh,
pocket.
that is so annoying. Whenever I go on a run, if someone else is in my house and I go on a run, I leave my keys in my home and just ring the doorbell because, yes, it is actually really annoying to hear them jangling in your pockets, not jiggling.
His
No,
eyes
not
are
jelly.
clouded. His
Jingle
dilated
jelly,
blood
jingle
vessels
jelly.
encircling his irises
Yes,
like stinging
that
brambles.
jingle, jingle, jingle.
As I go riding merrily along.
His eyes are your eyes.
So
yeah,
I
we both like
removed
drunk
the
eyes.
key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see?
Yeah.
I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet.
Yeah.
I made my way back home and discovered that
Oh,
I didn't have the key to the front gate. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down
sweet, I
because
got
I
a new
slipped
summon
and
spell.
landed on my ass. Reality was looking rather grim, so I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
Shit.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay.
I rang my neighbor's buzzers.
What the
It was
fuck?
late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something.
See, that's why you
Hung
can't leave
up
your
before
keys
I
in your
could even
house
explain
unless
the situation.
you have someone else in the home.
People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
Heavy is the head
Huh.
that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day.
Harry
And since
Potter
I
goblins
hired
are gonna
only
kill
the
me.
best. Anyway, long story short,
Oh my god,
life
he's homeless because he
spiraled
can't
out
find
of
his apartment
control.
key.
I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my
What, you can't
girlfriend
call
left
the
me because she
locksmith
didn't
or
want to
something?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I feel like there's some steps missing here.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
In
Well,
Disco
at
Elysium
one point they came to me,
universe,
but,
you get
you
one
know,
set of
I didn't
keys.
have any
If you
ID
lose
on
them,
me.
you're
I can't
fucked
say it
for
increased
good.
my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
I literally can't believe it.
Me neither, Tequila. When I lost my keys, I lost more than access to my apartment. I also lost my leverage over humanity. You can't imagine what that does to a man's confidence. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you.
Why do you keep
Almost
losing
empty, this one.
all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too.
You of all people should empathize with this.
Yeah, that's true.
Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
This is Lost Jacket.
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy.
Practically brand
With
new.
say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
I already found it. It's on the boardwalk.
Holy shit! Tequila, how did you... Never mind, I don't care. Just let me see. Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
You left it outside for a week. What did you expect
I'm
would
not
happen?
taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Alright. I'm gonna get that scrub for you, and then once I've done you that favor, you'll have to sign. See? It all came together. I wasn't dicking around. Shut up.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
That's
What
okay.
can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you help me wash it?
I can wash it for you.
Huh.
But it's going to take about a half an hour.
No, we must run around
We
ceaselessly.
must run around
It
ceaselessly.
would be torture
It
to
would be
stay
torture to stay put. That's how I feel.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Sure. we can.
Well, hand it over then. And I must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Thank you ever so much. You're such a kind old lady. You can let me sleep in an empty room in your house. You're a real communist.
Tequila Sunset.
Here's the jacket. Fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me clean.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Oi, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
listen
From
to
the
her.
kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
We'll
It
write a
becomes
message right
abundantly
here.
clear to you how this man managed to
Yeah,
lose
I
his
think I
keys,
found out how you lost your
business,
keys, business, friends, and girlfriend.
And girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
You're lost. I'll keep it for myself.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. But yeah, okay. I'm sure it looks
I
great
like
on
putting
you.
down
It's an
useless
okay jacket,
messages that
if
say
you're
nothing.
into that look.
Did you
Why
ever
is
pass
there
on this
always
What's
document?
it about? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful
boss
business.
time?
I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah, I have a green 8 pen.
All right.
Lillian Carter, Idiot Doom Spiral. Can I have the pen back?
Don't know if I've mentioned
No.
it, but I used to be a businessman.
Oh, this guy
And
is
as a businessman, I am going to keep
Fast
the
guy.
pen. For my trouble.
looks like fucking
Gonna-
Sauron.
You've done a great service to the community, to the RCM and Rebel
Hey
Show.
guys, I'm a hero.
Hell yes!
Don't call Abigail!
Thank you for your help. Should we go and mail this? I think I saw a
Mailbox
mailbox
Plaza.
on the platter.
Oh shit, I have 2 XP points. Should probably get something then.
You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. Oh, you don't. Ah, shit,
hand-eye
this guy's
coordination.
fast. It's like a freight train.
More logic. Actually, no, my logic's good. I think 5 is good for a lot of things.
Okay. This guy kills me before I even touch him.
Damn. Zam.
Another boss to get stuck on. Woo.
I'm gonna save the other point for now. Where the hell is that plaza? I need to mail. Almec, I did it. I'm gonna prevent the Surrey from being gentrified.
Kaka. I thought you
What?
were a moralist. You should love gentrification.
No, I internalized the communism as you asked me.
Okay, good. I'm proud of you.
I'm starting to think that was the right choice because I saw the execution firing.
Well, you
No,
saw
wait, no, that was
saw the firing squad.
No, but
yeah.
that was the communists killing people, I think.
You can believe that.
It stood to reason because the guy who was there also said that the engineers were killed.
You can say that. You can believe that.
Freedom of religion, I guess. Oh my god, what?
Problem.
When was this ever? Did they patch it so that the steak of Marika doesn't replenish your
Rust peels off the
flasks
bent
when
iron
you
posts
die?
of the swing.
In this yard,
Spawn there?
He's assessing the situation.
someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure for cheap. It didn't work out.
Bloc
They
obscure.
abandoned it about a black block, a part of the city left
it's built
unrenovated after
unrenovated.
the war, or one that has fallen to gang violence.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares,
Ah, I see.
hence their name.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the
what the
blocks.
hell?
It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they'll find something useful.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation. We should
Magic
move.
flask.
I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland.
Where the hell is that thing? You know the thing, Almbic.
What thing?
I need a mailbox to mail this envelope.
I don't remember. I don't remember stuff like that, Dan. I'm
Oh,
stupid.
damn it. I can remember everything under the sun except what really matters. My things that I'm too lazy to find out from this.
Yeah.
This could be a central plaza in theory, but I doubt it. It's more likely the central plaza is probably on the nicer side of Martinique.
Oh, I'm not even hurting this guy. Holy crap.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries.
That's a lot
No
of souls
chemically
I'm knocking
sweetened.
back.
The road is smooth and motley. Number
My weapon does
312
zero damage to this dude.
Young girls used to come here, huddled up. Craters pocked the surface. There's one bump on the road.
Oh,
a dead
was
dog
that
lies
dog?
flat. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man, the
So this
wind
used to be a
moves
fairly
the
rich
aerosol.
area. This is like a more of a middle class area, but it's regressed completely. Got it.
It's so hard and he's really fast. And then I actually hit him and he does no damage to him. I should have leveled. That's a lot of souls I just threw away.
What could I have missed in the playground? A new item to look at. Tape, smallest church in Sarcenia. Use inspect button. What is this? Requires a boombox to play. Alright then.
The porter reel is just what. Press the large button marked Commencer. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. Within seconds you know, this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Claudia told you about. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
I think I could sing this for karaoke.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. Yup, They're all here. All three verses.
Come on,
and
that's unfair.
the B-side of
Go
the
do
tape contains the
karaoke.
instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it.
What
Only
obstacles am I
one,
way?
Gart. You have to convince Gart to
Oh.
let you sing karaoke in the Whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself.
I can
The
sing the
lieutenant
karaoke.
looks at you as you
I can play the karaoke once Gart loves me enough.
Why can't summon that guy?
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I'm assuming the central plaza must be on the other side of the water lock. There's no way it's on this side.
Because I'm gay and I love you.
Unfortunately, I'm a homophobe. What's this?
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnet patting the tree reveals a small sticker
God,
which
this
has
guy
almost
is-
been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. You tree-hugging
I don't
pansy.
think I can
The
even
bronze
hurt this
ribbon
guy.
twists
I don't
around
wanna
and
lose my
within the
souls.
branches in an intricately natural pattern. There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see the ends of the ribbon, the way it flows, how it twists and turns. It's all starting to make sense.
Okay, I could give it a shot. Just let me get my interface on.
Let's see if there's any summon signs I can use here. I don't know if I can do this by myself.
You could use one of your spirit ashes, right?
Yeah, but this guy's just destroying
The
them.
gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes, with slow and deliberate motions,
Got the tape.
pulling, it curls up into a mess inside your pockets.
Can you find a way
If
to
only you
respool
could
the
find
tape?
a way to respool it. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can.
What's the tape for?
So Egghead wants to make his Van Eyck's jam a bit harder.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the Ravens know how to fix a broken tape if they want to sell
You
it.
could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street.
Good idea. He might have the tool.
Well, hang on a minute. I have, oh no. Yes, I have an empty cassette case and a bundle of magnetic tape. Perfect. It's all coming together. So smart. My smartness makes it come together.
I'm so smart. S-M-Marty.
SMT. I am so smart. SMT. I mean, oh wait, no, I did say it right. That was even worse. They fucked up. Fuck up.
S-M-Marty.
Shine on these sunglasses.
Okay, I do hurt him. There's two health bars. There's other.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
Fusion.
The sneakers triumph
Okay, I
over
can
them.
handle.
They're the star of the show here.
Just hits like a fucking. He nearly one-shots me every single hit.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that.
Oh my god. Ow. Shit. Ah. Fuck. Oh my god. Ow, 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 ow.
Fuck, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, what the hell are you doing?
That's how I feel right now.
This guy.
My eye. Oh god. Oh god. I'm
This
making it something
Sauron
stupid.
looking motherfucker has this big two-handed mace thing that just.
What's the boss called?
I'm not sure because I'm seeing two health bars.
Huh.
That's why I thought I wasn't doing any damage. Because the one I see at the bottom that's supposed
Is
to
not
be the
his.
boss, it's not the guy I'm fighting.
I'll be damned.
So I don't know what I'm. Like there's some
What a
hidden,
shirt.
there's a hidden second
All other
enemy in the
shirts
room
pale in comparison.
that I just don't know about.
That's dirt cheap.
Or something.
You should.
This guy's guarding it or something.
A typical Martinez street. All the old You see rows of toy soldiers. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats.
Which ones?
They're not all blue.
This is what the loyalist.
Which ones?
I do a fair amount of damage to
Hello,
it,
hello.
Now that I'm actually
Let me know if I can help you. You mean Reese Foley?
Great.
Yeah, I do. But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It.
No.
I'm a pawnbroker.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Worthless? It's not worthless for you. This could be the next big thing for the local dance museum.
Huh?
You know the
What
old
do you
church on the
mean?
coast?
Yes. What about
Some
it?
young ravers want to turn the church into a nightclub and play some neo-disco beats and dance music. I promise to help.
Is
you
it
with
any
that.
good? The music, I mean.
What are we, some sort of disco Elysium?
Not very. You need to fuck it
You're
up.
quite invested in this. Okay, I'll help you out.
Thank you.
It's going to take a moment, though.
You take some
Okay,
time
you
to
know
look
what? I can
around
handle
the
this
store.
guy.
The
Now
play
that I
of
know I'm
visuals
actually
all
doing
around the
damage
pawn
to
shop
him.
is mesmerizing.
Yeah,
Thank you for the help.
Have that
Roy
much.
turns back to you.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can
Oh, yes,
for True
got him.
Passion Project.
Haha!
Just try not to use
I
this
didn't
tape
have that
for
much help.
negative
I just
vote on a
didn't know it
mission.
was
Take responsibility. Okay.
kill him and there's this. No, okay. Oh my God! No!
What?
The thing just summons another one after I kill it,
Chad?
and he just teleports and disappears. So I have to find him, and that's what.
Almbic making a D&D enemy.
I'm sorry. I have a lot of trouble thinking of good boss
I'm
gimmicks.
actually
other than
joking
it just...
because you've never made an enemy that summons just itself or something.
Oh no. Okay, I thought you were complaining about like
Oh,
how
no.
like I think it's literally 80% of bosses you fought had a second phase.
Oh no, second phases are good.
You're good.
Yeah, actually, second phase is one thing that's really great about them is it means that you could be like, nah, their health is back. So it's like if they get lucky and yeet it, it doesn't mean they're gonna get
This
lucky
found
twice, you know?
A to Z. The smell of cigarettes.
The guy disappears after he summons another one.
Oh,
So I can't even find him. He's like either invisible in the room or he just not here until I kill the guy again. That is insane.
where's that damn mailbox? Wait, that's the mailbox.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its
Knew he gets
graffito
uses for
and
something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Yeah, that. Right.
you drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust
I
that
thought I
slut,
had
Everard.
this.
All right,
Turns
let's
out
go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Right.
to fight the guy multiple times, so the guy shows up to summon another, and that's my opening to hit him. It's a very small opening too, I noticed. It's a bomb.
I love that the game keeps track of all the like checks I haven't done yet. It's really good for someone who's like OCD like me. Well, I mean, I'm joking, obviously, but it's good to be able to look at it. And I can literally open a map, and I can tell how difficult checks are going to be as well. Like Samar and Butter and set of tracks. I bet I could do those really easily, actually. Wait, I've already done this one, huh? Kuno. Just continue.
Only check you should be worrying about is the check you write to me.
Oh.
Yes?
Why did the 41st get some
I'm not
extra
sure I
logic
can
into
do
this? Let's get the logic glosses on so I can logic it up logically.
Logic these nuts.
Exactly.
Yes?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb.
Kim,
you weren't sent here.
What if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up?
I've considered it.
So it's true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Why?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer
How am I a
win.
safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Thank you. Kim Kitsuragi is such a good friend. Wish I had friends like that, but I'm surrounded by haters like Alvin. Just want to bring me down.
Well, if you didn't want him to hate you, you would have been British.
And Alvin just hates on me because he's jealous.
But I say you're great and cool all the time. You're a
Hates
bitch.
on me all the time.
He
See, he just did it
compliments
again.
you.
He said some gibberish I didn't hear, and then he said I was a bitch. My brain doesn't process useless information.
He called you a soy boy.
Yeah, that's probably.
Fuck.
Hello.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I've done. It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about
Fuck yeah, I can
the
get
strike,
my gun.
the murder, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table.
Computer's
Well
going
done,
nuts.
sire.
And I just
My
have it
guy
idle
on the seat you're in.
with Discord. I'm not even using it right now. I'm playing Elden Ring on PlayStation.
Can I get my gun?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Fine. Where was
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy.
This is a boss
The
I'm
one
stuck
he
on for a while.
described
The gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done
I'd
your
leave
research.
and just
The pawn shop
go
made
do
the gun
something else,
easy to
but
track.
I have
Crazy stuff, Harry.
9,000
Selling the
rooms in
neighbors
there.
of
I
this
don't
old
want to
woman
just
contacted my men
leave.
because they trust me and the DeBarders Union.
Waving it around the
Apparently,
entrance
she
to
was
a building.
waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of
Who
this
is this old
does.
woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore.
Your mom.
You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady.
She calls herself
How
the Pig.
dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
She's waving it around.
As I said, she's a character.
We might be looking at someone with a medical history here.
Can you set up a meeting?
What?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village.
I see.
Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this.
She will be there from 2200 hours.
Brilliant.
Till
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Right. Did you order the hangman killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
You gain from him being killed because he's a mug.
Why, a war, of course.
Wait. You want a war?
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in
That's
bad
actually
taste.
true. Mercenaries are like the singular hated group in anything. Like, if you're like, I want a centrist villain, no one's gonna care if we kill them.
Yeah, it's
Make
like,
them
because who
mugs.
likes mercenaries? Mercenaries are literally people who like, love money,
Simple
love
as.
murder.
I'll do anything for money.
I'll do
Or
anything for
murder
money.
people for money.
How is... Wait, but how's a war connected to your strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war.
Oh my
Or,
god.
in business terms,
He's
a
a real
dawn
social.
raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads,
guy
the
is
gates,
insane.
the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker.
Boss
We're going to take
summons
all of it for
another
the
after I
people
kill.
and fuck
This is
Wild
fucking
Pines.
retarded.
the word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth.
So that's why you haven't let
word.
Joyce in?
Yes.
That's
It's also why I let
bad.
that midget Gomor go.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's too nice. I can't
A
put
big
him
part
through
of me
this.
wishes
Plus, he knows how to get in
I
here.
got Dying
That
Light
woman
2
can't tell
instead
her
of
tits from her
Elden Ring
arsehole.
right
She
now.
has no chance.
Why are you telling me your plans over?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. It's already happening.
Oh shit. How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372.
2,373 is a sizable contingent.
Are you gonna
for a
fund an
labor
independent hub?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster.
Clients would leave en masse. Well, flight.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez.
New
And to
competitive
the new
contracts, eh?
competitive contracts
I
we
guess
can
it
offer.
could actually. While Pines is a shipping group, you could undercut them.
With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership,
he's
the men
nuts.
will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
Top of the iceberg, huh?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
In bulk shipping, large volume column is a major buyer, a shark.
Yeah.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit And your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine.
Wacky.
Usually
The
apricot
wacky uncle.
flavored.
You mean
And
psychosis, right?
risperazole
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share.
The stuff away
And
from
I'd keep that
Martinez.
stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
What if someone's make when they can just
guess it
kill
keeps it
them
out of
in
more dangerous
seconds?
hands.
Oh, Harry, you've misunderstood. I have no drugs in my hands. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be
would still be
interested
illegal.
in. Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth.
Oh wow!
And everyone's going to pull their weight.
One shot
Very ambitious.
unblockable. Super
Thank
fast
you,
attack.
Harry.
Okay.
Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done so much work.
Can I ask you about specific Union members?
We're way past specific Union members now. This is the big time. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big time
Leonard?
mode, Harry.
Oh, right, Leo.
There's something different about him
Leonard
now.
Nimoy.
He's more vibrant, more alive in his big time mode.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel